All right, here's that 2011 Hyundai Santa Fe, part 2. We got the wheel off. I want to show you that part. There it is. See that part of the rotor? That's a problem right there. All right, that's one of your problems. Spin it around, you can hear it. Okay, it's not gliding smoothly. And here is the other problem. I told you about the caliper. Let's see if we can see it now. Can you see that? Can you see the movement there? If it hits just right, it actually rattles. Okay. Look at all that play that's in there. So I'm going to dissect this and find out if it's the pin or the housing here is worn out. Right? The housing meaning the caliper bracket. So I'm going to grab it on here for you guys to see. If you look over here in this area, you can hear the noise. Okay. So I'm going to dissect this and find out what that is. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take this brake caliper off. This is a 17 millimeter combination wrench to hold it still, while you take a 14 millimeter socket and you take these little buggers off here. Okay, you're holding this because this thing will spin, because this is pretty much freewheeling in there. All right, caliper comes off. I don't see anything wrong with this caliper. This caliper is light as anything. It's aluminum. All right, so you're basically just looking at the surface here to make sure it's not worn out, and you want to look at the surface down there where the pad's contact over here to make sure that's not worn out, and that looks kind of normal. All right, so let's put this back here, out of the way. Put my little bolts somewhere. Yeah, let's stick them up here somewhere. Just remember that they're there. Right now we're looking for a caliper wobble. Okay, now look at this one here. So we can get it from the top. It's hard to show you on the phone. Let's see here. So side by side, not so much inside. That's normal. Okay, it's supposed to slide in and out. I'm talking about the wobblies here. Do you see it? See it? Reference it against the spring, maybe. You see how much it moves side by side. Okay, go a little slower. Okay, yeah. So it's either the pin worn or this caliper here bracket is worn. Let's pull this out a little bit here. So you can do the same here. It's got a little play. It's not as much as this one. This one you can actually, if you look at the little piece of dirt over there on the spring, you can probably reference it a little bit. A little better. Let's go a little slower. See. All right. So that's not good. That's making a little brake caliper rattle. What makes it worse is the rotor. When it gets to that point, it will hit this brake pad. Brake pad will resonate the sound or the vibration right to the caliper. This thing doesn't help. Okay, so look at these brake pads. I think I see a little crack over there. Let me take these two off for you. All right, so we pop this little pin off here. Okay, it's a little rubber boot. You can see the amount of play that's in it. See it now? It's from the top. The pin looks fine. Besides those little grooves in there, that's designed for, I guess, the grease. Okay. But when it's in here, it has way too much play. See it? Get a little closer. So yeah, so this little caliper bracket is worn out. There's the customer's rattle. Okay, that is that. Recommend changing the brake pads and the rotors. And the brake pads, if you carefully, you can see like a little hairline crack there. All right, starting on the pads. There's a broken piece over here, but that's the edge because it hits this rust. But the main part is the pad itself. It's about half one. Take that like half a gallon of milk. You know, some people run it down to the end, but the weird part is right there. All right, that is no good. Definitely change the rotor. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see what the customer says. Change all this stuff. All right, but yeah, the main concern is right here. This is the rattle. Okay, all right, ciao. All right, just want to show you one more time. There is the, so that play. All right, there you go. There's your rattle. Change the rotors. Listen, change the rotors every time you do brake pads. All right, don't be silly and go cheap. They have to go together. Ciao.